What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying, if you like this video, send it to a friend. If you listen to Apple, iTunes, what else is there? Spotify, all that good stuff. Appreciate you. How you doing? You good? Hope you're doing good. Now let's get to it. So, summer is rolling. Summer is rolling, man. I wanted to talk about something that I was watching something and I was listening to the commentators and they were saying, I forgot what this guy was doing. It was some Daredevil type stuff, right? And I think he broke some record of skydiving or hang glide, whatever that gliding when they in the air. And it was like, man, he just has no fear. He just goes out there and just does what he does. And like, he just, man, with no fear. And I started thinking like, does he actually have no fear? Or he's just not allowing the fear to control him. And I started thinking like, yo, like fear, like there's a such thing as a healthy fear, and then there's the crippling fear. And I think a lot of times we don't do certain things because we let the fear cripple us. We don't try to go or try to achieve certain things because we let that fear of failure control us. And like, nah, I don't want to mess up because, people might look at me like, I failed, or I might embarrass myself. And I think like people that actually go for things, they have fear. We look at people like they're just this anomaly, like, oh my gosh, they can just do anything. Like, and we forget, like, yo, I'm a human. They are human too. Like, yeah, we may think differently, but essentially we are the same. We are the same. It's just your perspective and how you see things and how you look at yourself and how you look at life is what makes us all different. So it's not anything like that's not obtainable that makes you not have fear. Like, for example, people might look at me and see me speak at a school or an event and like, man, I could never get up there and do that. Like, I could never. And look at me and think like, oh, he's just so confident. He's not scared to go up there. But little do you know, like, there is a little bit of that in there where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And it's up to me to decide, because everybody that has done anything in life, they have that little thing there. But it's up to you, it's up to me to decide, am I going to let that stop me from going for it and walking towards it? Or am I going to let it just hold me back? Because you get to decide. You get to choose what you want the outcome to be. You get to decide am I going to jump or if I'm going to stay there. If I go on the diving board, I get to decide, am I going to jump off the dive? Even though you may know you can swim. Even though you swam 100 times, you swim every day. For some reason, jumping off the diving board scares people. But you can swim. It's the fear that cripples you because you're like, I don't know. Like, it's the uncertainty. So we have to get to a place to where, yes, we acknowledge like, okay, the fear is there. Cool. Now, do I let this spirit of fear like consume me to the point where I don't do anything? Where I don't go for things? Where I don't accomplish my goals? Like the New Year resolution thing, like we're still, like I hope y'all still on that. Because you've made some declarations of some things that you want to accomplish. And there comes a certain point where it's like the fear kind of cripples you and stops you from going for everything that's for you. You have to go for it. You can't just sit there and hope things to happen. You can't sit there and, well, maybe if it's for me, it'll happen. You have to work towards something. You have to have that healthy fear, like, okay, I feel this way, but I'm going anyway. I'm going to push through anyway. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to find out what's inside me, because the thing is, the fear, I don't know if the fear actually goes away. I think you just get stronger. I think you just start believing in yourself a little bit more. Once you start accomplishing things, you're like, oh, I can do this. That confidence start to build in. But that confidence will never grow if you stay in that beginning phase of that initial fear. Of that initial, oh, I don't know about that. Oh, I might mess up. Once you mess up a few times, like, it's like, whatever. Side note, right? I used to, when I was younger, when I was young and dumb out here in these streets, me and my boy would go out, and he was kind of afraid to talk to girls. And I would say, why are you scared? What, she's just going to say no? She's not going to give you a number? He's like, yeah, man, I'm like, yo, bro, you have to get a bunch of no's so that it doesn't even bother you anymore when the girl says no. I'm like, yo, bro, just start asking girls for the number. I'm telling you, he would look at a girl and be like, oh my gosh. I'm like, go talk to her. And he'd be like, what? No. And I'm like, yo, bro, you want me to go talk to her? And like, nah, you can just walk. I'm like, yo, bro, you got to get to a point where you've done it enough times to where it's like, if they say no, cool. If they say yes, cool. And that's how we have to be with this journey of life and things and goals and things that we're going for. Just keep going for it. If you mess up, okay, learn from it and keep going again. You mess up, okay, learn. Now let me get better so I don't make the same mistake twice. Let me go for it. That's all it's about. Just go for it. Like, I'm really, like, whoever listens to this, I'm just trying to help you. Just go for it. Like, go for it. Whatever it is, don't let fear stop you. Once you break through that wall of fear, you can accomplish so much. You can learn so much. But don't let that fear stop you from walking into everything that's for you, and specifically you. Appreciate you tuning in. That's this week's episode. Remember, like, subscribe, share, follow Instagram, Divine Motivation _ motivate you every single day as much as I can. Let's do this again next week. I appreciate y'all. Peace.